Hello everyone and welcome back. So we have seen a couple of drawings, and in fact we prepared 5 drawings, and hope you are familiarized with using different drawing and modify tools or editing commands or editing. In this session we'll see how we can get some information from our drawing. As we had discussed in the initial classes, in AutoCAD we are not just making any drawing or like any figure. We are drawing it with accurate dimensions, and even the positions where we are drawing, all those things are stored within AutoCAD. So there are a lot of information which can be calculated or which is available as far as a particular drawing is concerned. And of course, any drawing is not complete without adding dimensions. I'm talking about technical drawing. It's not complete without giving dimensions, and also we may incorporate certain text also in our drawing. We'll see those sessions maybe after 1 or 2 more sessions. Right now, today, as I discussed earlier in this particular session, we are going to see how we can get some information out of the drawing what we have already prepared. So I'll be using the last drawing what we have prepared, and in fact I have made some additional drawings also here, so that all the comments can be, all the tools can be used for understanding this better. Okay. For getting information, like you can see here in the utilities parts, if you click here, there are few options available here. One is quick, then distance, radius, angle, area, volume. So these are some of the comments through which we can get some information about the entities what we are drawn in our drawing. So first we'll go with a simple one which is not mentioned there, which actually will be given here, that is ID point. ID point is to get the coordinates of a particular point. Suppose you want to know what is the coordinate of where did I actually draw this line. What is the coordinate of the endpoint of this line? So if you want to know that one, you can use the command ID. You can go and click there, select it from there. But instead of that, the command line version is ID. If you press enter after typing ID, then AutoCAD will ask you to specify the point. So specifying the point means you can pick the point from the screen. So by using object snap or by using various methods, you can pick a point on the screen. So suppose if I pick this particular point, you can see that the x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate of that particular point is displayed in the command line. So by using ID or its ID point, in the command line version is ID. If you use the command ID, the coordinates of a specific point will be given, or you will get the coordinates of a particular point, the point which you picks coordinate. So that is about ID. Now suppose if you want to know the distance, you have already seen that in here you have that distance here, but I am not going to use that right now. I will come back to that later. So if you want to use if you want to find distance of a line or distance between any 2 points for that matter, you can use the command dist, dist. If I type dist, then it will ask me to specify the first point. I will give this as my first point, and select this as my first point. You can see even on the screen that now the value is displayed there. More than that, you can see when I select the second point here, all the details are given here. Like, see, it is distance is 140, angle in xy plane angle from xy plane, then delta x, that is what is the horizontal distance, and delta y, what is the vertical distance. Suppose if you have an inclined line, you will have delta x and delta y, and also the delta z if it is in the if you are drawing in a three-dimensional space. Right now we have been preparing our drawing in 2D space, so only these things will be available. Again, we'll see for this line. Again, I will be using the command list. First point I will give here, second point. Now you can see the total distance is 117. The angle in xy plane is 332. Then it is not inside by, sorry, the angle in xy plane, the angle from xy plane, it is, we don't have a z plane right now, so that will be 0. Then delta x, so what will be this distance, this horizontal distance from this point or from here to here, what this horizontal distance will be, that is given there. Similarly, what is this delta y, that is what this vertical distance, that also is given, and delta z obviously as we don't have the third dimension, that is 0. Fine. So this is about distance, and we have other options also. So here also we have the same thing, dist. But if you click here, the command line will be showing a different command, that is measure geom, that is for geometry. Measure geom will be the command which will be displayed here, and you can see the same prompt, that is specify the first point. So I will be specifying the first point here, again specifying the second point here, and you can see all the details which we have obtained previously. The same thing is available here. So this measure geometry, or measure geom for short, that clubs all these comments together. So this is for so if you want to measure distance, it will be easy if you use dist command than using this one. Okay, now we'll go to the other commands. There is an option for here which is, or there is a command for here which measures the radius. So if you click that one, and if you go and select a circle or an arc, then the radius and diameter of that circle or arc will be displayed. So that is about. And then we have angle. Angle can be measured in two different ways. One is by giving a vertex, then start point of the angle, end point of the angle. This I will show first. I'll use this angle. So here there is an option specify vertex. So if you are going to use the method which I have explained just now, that is vertex, start point and end point, then I can use this one. So for using that one, I need to press enter first. Then I should specify the vertex first, then first end point, then second end point. Now you got the angle between these two lines, that is 28. The angle what we have got. Okay, I'll go out of the command by pressing. Okay, so that is about measuring angle. And even if you give an arc, you can get the angle of that arc. So I'll again start the command. Angle. See, by default it is you can select the objects like or the entity. So if I select this arc, you can see that angle is 88, that is shown here, right? Or else you can say select lines also. Come back to this. Measure angle. I'll select the first line, then I will select the second line. So the angle between these lines are displayed. So this is how you can get angle of arc or angle of lines, either by giving the lines directly or by giving the vertex and two endpoints. Okay, so that is about basic geometry things. Now AutoCAD also will give you the area. AutoCAD can calculate the area and give it to you. Suppose if you have a drawing something like this, I want the area of this triangle. In fact, I have drawn this triangle with this is 50 and this is 50. So the area will be 1250, that is 50 into 50 by 2, so 1250. So let us see here, if I use the area command, then we have different options. Either I can select an object to get the area of object, or you can select the first corner point. So now I am not going to select the object because this is constructed by 3 different lines. So I'll select the first corner point, second corner point, and third corner point. When I complete the selection, I can press enter, and you can see the area is displayed here. That is 1250, which I have mentioned earlier. So this is 50 by 50, sorry 50 into 50 divided by 2, and also the perimeter also is given. So you can get both area and perimeter, right? And as far as this area is concerned, we can add area or subtract area. Suppose we have a figure like this, right? And we want to know the entire area, like this one plus this one. So in those cases also you can use the area command, and you have to start with add area command. Then you can give the first point, second point, third point. You just press enter to know what is the current area. See, current area it is 1250. Now I want to add additional area, so I can pick the other points. This so I complete that one. I can press enter. So this area plus this area is 3750, and area of the second one alone is 2500, right? So you got that details. Now if you want to subtract the area of this small rectangle from here, then you can use this subtract area option. So here, rather than clicking the 4 points, I want to select that rectangle itself. I have drawn it as a rectangle, so I can select it as a single object. I haven't drawn it as 4 different lines, so I can use this object option here, and now I can go and select this, right? Now when I press enter, you can see that the area of that is 250, and that has been subtracted from the other one, and the remaining value will be shown here, right? So again, if you want to add other, you can use this add in first point, second point, third point. Okay. Now you got all the area plus minus this particular area. So this is how you can use add and subtract and for getting area. So this will be handy, like if you are doing some surveying type of work, and if you have a plot or to measure the area, and some portion has to be removed, and all those things, you can use that one. Or suppose if you want to make something out of a sheet and some portion has to be cut, and and if you want to know the area of the sheet and all those things, you can very well use this technique what we have seen here. So that is about gathering some information from our drawing. So just try it out, and if you have any confusion or if you have any doubt, please do comment here, or please do pause me or contact me any of the methods what you are having, so that we can clarify with those things. So that is about getting information from the drawing. Now as I've been discussing in between, we like to see how to dimension, how to add test, and before that we'll be discussing about an important aspect here, which is an important productivity enhancement facility available here, or an important facility available in AutoCAD to improve your productivity, or which can be used effectively to organize your drawing in a proper way. So that's something called layers, and layers you can see in majority of the graphical softwares. So we'll discuss about layers the next session. Okay, thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.